Hello and welcome to day 27 of Mysterious March. Ooh. Today we are doing the Poodle Moth. Can't even say it properly. Today we are doing the Poodle Moth. Bit of a strange one, but let's jump straight into it. Okay, so what is it and what makes it mysterious? The poodle moth, or Venezuelan poodle moth, is a moth, not a poodle, obviously. It is called a poodle moth because of its fluffy fur, or scales as they actually are. Looks somewhat like a groomed poodle dog. It has been debated whether or not this specimen is real, as only one has been photographed by a Dr. Arthur Anker, who is a zoologist, and this was in 2009. So where are they found? These moths are supposedly found in Venezuela, in South America, in high altitude grasslands near streams and water bodies. So, there have not been any more discoveries of this moth since 2009, just the one photo that was taken. Though I'm not sure which photo this is because I have found many and I believe some of them are just other moths and some are AI or just hoaxes in other ways. Basically, it has a white, beige or grey colourings and furry scales, making it look fluffy. It has big black eyes and feathered antennae. It is about 30 to 40 millimeters in size. It is thought to be part of the flannel moth family, which includes other fluffy looking moths. But there are also other fluffy looking moths from different families. Maybe we could call this moth a fairy of the animal world. Does it really exist? It has angel-like wings and a fairy size and habitat, perhaps. Does that add a little bit of mystery, myths and story, legend kind of vibe to it? Moths are pretty cool animals anyway. So, as we don't know how real this moth is, I think it is best to show you some real moths and tell you a little about them as well, because hardly anything is known about the Venezuelan poodle moth. Even the name is a bit of a mouthful. So let's jump into some other moth species. There are around 160,000 moth species, and that's actually a lot more than butterflies. I can't remember the exact number, but there are more moths than butterflies in the world, basically. So let's take a quick look at some. So all of these moths have 2 wings and 6 legs, which is characteristic of a moth and an insect. And I will just show a few photos, but if you would like me to do a longer video on some of these moths, let me know. And yeah, first of all, we have the black-waved flannel moth and their caterpillar. And the caterpillar can actually be quite venomous. So here's some photos of that. Then we have the southern flannel moth and caterpillar. Then we have the white flannel moth and caterpillar. Then we have the caterpillar and moth of the white ermine. We have the moth and caterpillar of the large tulpy moth. And the muslin moth and caterpillar. And then we have the puss moth. And that's all of the list that I've got for the moment. But there are a lot of moth species that are somewhat fluffy, as I guess that's what we're calling them. So we're looking at the scales, and the scales just have this fluffy appearance. But it's actually to do with their sort of camouflage in their environment and a whole bunch of things. But the caterpillars in a lot of these moths are venomous or poisonous. I'm not sure how exactly they enact their poison or venom, if they bite or if they sting or whatever it is, but they're dangerous and you don't want to touch them. A lot of them, not all of them, I don't think. But yeah, I will do a longer video on these kinds of moths or different moths one day, I'm sure, because moths are an amazing diverse group. So thanks so much for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next. Okay, jump into some drawing first and then see you next time. Bye.